In total 4 years of experience. 4 years and 3 months of experience.
From 2020?
From 2020, I joined for 1 year. It's in for Applus. Payroll company was Wipro. Then I joined Synchron. It was a permanent payroll for Synchron, and I was my client was US Bank. And in US Bank I was I was mainly into AWS and DevOps, mainly doing all the patching work, all the monthly patching work, using doing all the also solving all the tickets, monitoring all the CPU utilizations, all the disk spaces, and doing all the if there is any problem or troubleshoot, I used to also do that. I was the only person of contact for all the internal Jira tickets, like giving access to the databases, running some scripts, running some database schemas or something like that. And also I used to give KTs to all the newcomers that used to join there, and also I used to perform the POCs, and also so let's talk about the tools I have used. So for basically for version controlling, we are using Git, and for containerization purpose we are using Docker, and for container orchestration we are using Kubernetes, and for build and CI/CD purpose we are using Jenkins and Maven, and for code testing, for quality testing we are using SonarQube, and for artifacts it was.
Can you explain deeply how you accomplished your deployment pipeline using Jenkins?
Yeah.
How you accomplished your Jenkins?
You want to say that how I used to build the pipeline, right? Like how the pipeline works in my organization. Okay. So basically, if we go for CI/CD, so it's for continuous integration and continuous deployment. So at first there is a repository, like for example we say Git, and the Git is then integrated to the Jenkins, and we used to do PolSCM. So at a particular time of the code, like at sometimes it is a particular time, we put a particular time, at that time it will automatically build the code and it will send it for SonarQube for testing. And also we have also set some rules, like if there is any change in the GitHub repository, it will automatically also build the code.
Did you use Git or GitHub?
Yeah.
What do you use in that? Git or GitHub?
Git.
Repositories.
GitHub.
Then you say GitHub?
So Git is the tool, right? GitHub Git is the
GitHub is an actual repository.
Yeah.
It is a tool.
Yeah.
GitLab is another tool.
Another tool. Yeah. So Git is like the main function of Git.
I thought it was GitLab.
No.
Okay.
It was GitHub only.
Okay.
Yeah. So to be clear, like Git we use for version control, we use Git for repository purpose, and the tool that we are using, it is GitHub.
Git is a tool, GitHub is a repository.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after that, after the code is built, it is sent to the SonarQube for it is built, sent to SonarQube for the repository, the SonarQube for the testing purpose. And once the test case is passed, the code is again sent back for the deployment purpose.
Where your code is deployed?
The code is deployed in the Docker. Code the Docker, and from Docker it is pushed to the Kubernetes. Like we used to write the Groovy script. Like we can use that from Docker. It will be using Docker build -t command, and it will and the image name it will be building. Then after that it will be that image will be deployed to the Kubernetes. Like it will push the image name. After that it will be deployed in the Kubernetes using kubectl.
How integrated that? Is it also integrated with Jenkins or manually you use it?
No, it's integrated with Jenkins.
Which plugin is it?
I didn't get your question. Like what?
Is there any plugin to integrate that to Kubernetes or Jenkins?
Yeah, Jenkins also provides the Kubernetes plugin, right?
Yeah, that is what I want. What is the plugin name?
What is the
Plugin name, Kubernetes.
Kubernetes.
Jenkins plugin name is there?
Yeah, Jenkins plugin name is there. Like we have lot of plugins. We use Jenkins because it provides lot of.
Yeah, my question is, you using previous script to upload that your deployed code into the Docker container.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Docker container, you once it is completed, you register into your registry.
Okay.
Docker registry or
yes.
Docker registry, right?
Yes.
Your local registry.
Yes.
Then you use that registry image, means a registered image, to deploy into Kubernetes.
Yes.
Using Kubernetes file.
Yes.
Kubernetes apply, Kubernetes file, right?
Yes.
Is there any other plugin used for Kubernetes apply,
No,
or you use the script plugin?
No. There is a plugin named Kubernetes plugin. We use that.
Okay.
Like basically, primarily we use the Kubernetes plugin only.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, got it. Okay. So using the pipeline, Jenkins pipeline or common build plan, common plan for doing Jenkins
Jenkins pipeline.
pipeline.
Yes.
Okay. What are the types of pipeline available in Jenkins?
So you want to say the pipeline available in Jenkins?
Pipeline type.
Types of pipeline.
So what types of pipeline?
Okay, so there are two types. There is one is a scripted pipeline and another one is a declarative pipeline.
Yeah. Okay. What is the main component of Kubernetes architecture?
Kubernetes architecture, what are the main components?
Main components, yes.
Okay, main components. First it has the master node. Okay. Then we go for the it is responsible for managing all the Kubernetes cluster, right? Then we go for the API server. The master node also consists of many things. Okay, so the main constituents of the master nodes are the API server. Then we have the scheduler. Then we have the control manager. Then we have the etcd.
Okay, what is it? etcd.
So it is basically it is a distributed key value store. It stores all the configurations data and state.
Okay. Okay, what is the state file?
Yeah.
State file lock. What is the state file locking? Sorry, it was Terraform.
Yeah, state file goes for Terraform.
Yeah. What is the Terraform state file locking?
Terraform, basically we use Terraform for the resource management. It is an infra tool. You want to say, I want to answer you. What is state file or state file locking?
State file locking.
Oh, state file locking, it's a mechanism that basically prevents access and modification of the Terraform state file. We can say it is a security. It is a security for the state file.
Where the state file is keeping?
Yeah.
Or do you keep in some other? Where is the state file is keeping normally?
Where do you store the state file normally?
Yeah. Or you stored in a separate place?
No, we store there only. No separate place.
To save the state file. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We can store it in the Amazon S3 also. Basically the state file is stored in the S3 bucket.
Okay. What is the useful commands in Kubernetes?
So do you want to say some useful commands like that we basically use in Kubernetes? Like we can like kubectl apply, kubectl get nodes, kubectl get pods, kubectl get deployments, kubectl create. We can create anything. We can create pods. We can create namespace, and then also we can write kubectl apply. Like we can apply the changes there. Like we can apply the configurations to the resources. Like we can write kubectl delete if we need to delete anything. Like we can delete the pod, we can delete the node, we can delete the namespace. Like we can we can also use kubectl describe. Like it is describe the particular things about the resources. Yeah.
What is the purpose of namespace?
Like what is the main functions of namespace?
Yeah.
Like let me remember. Like I know that. Just let me form it in my mind and tell you. Namespace is basically like it is basically a logical partition of the different resources. We can say it like within a cluster. Like Kubernetes objects or something like that, and it basically allows us to organize and isolate the resources based on the teams. Like different projects having different namespace. Like we are using different projects. Like so names for one project, no, not on projects. Like for different services, we use different namespaces so that we can organize it properly. Isolate, like basically the main function of namespace is isolation and segregation.
Difference between container and VM.
Difference between container and
VM, virtual machine.
Container and VM. Okay, so virtual VM is virtual machine. Like it needs a lot of things. Like it needs a hypervisor, it needs a particular OS like kernel or something like that. But in container, it's like what to say? Like it is properly configured in a container. Like all the dependencies and all we can create in a container and we can push it someone for use. Like they basically the container shares the host kernel, as far I know.
Okay.
And virtual space, like we have to allocate some of the memory of the host machine to that. Like it will be allocated to that only. We cannot use that.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have experience in this scripting language?
Yeah, Bash scripting.
What is Bash?
What is that? It's just a scripting language. Like we use to automate the codes with that. Like it is used for the automation purpose only.
Okay. Can you give any examples?
Example in the sense like we can
in your real scenario also. Fine.
Like we use bash symbol like for example if there are 10 processes running, we want to use like we want to know like how much consumptions, how much CPU uses, how much disk space we are using. Okay, we can run that simple bash command and we can we can have the memory spaces of the current 10 processes that are running.
What are the services you have experience in AWS?
So starting with the AWS, in AWS it's IAM, and then we go for EC2, and I have knowledge on VPC. We use auto-scaling groups. I use ELB, Elastic Load Balancer, and CloudWatch and CloudFormation.
Okay. What are the components in the CloudFormation?
Components in?
CloudFormation.
Like CloudFormation, like it is similar to that of like Terraform. Like it is similar. It is also like provision of the AWS resources. We can create the infrastructure, and so basically if we go for the components, it is like a template. Then we have the resources. Then we have the parameters and mappings. Then we basically these all things I remember. Like it is a JSON or YML document that defines the.
What are the resource? What is the resource component and its purpose?
Yeah.
What is the resource component and its purpose?
Resources, like basically resources are like EC2 instances or S3 buckets or IAM roles or security groups. We can create that. We can create automatic, instead of going manually and creating. We can create that using this CloudFormation.
Do you have experience in AWS CI/CD?
Yeah.
Pipeline?
Yeah. AWS CI/CD.
Yeah, can you explain it? How you configured it and how it is working?
Like how I configured means CI/CD in AWS is like same as of the Jenkins. As I like, it will be same thing. We have to just give the port number, and it will be automatically building and testing and deploying the applications on the AWS infrastructure only.
Do you have experience in the database pipeline?
Yes, experience. Like basically, we use Jenkins for that.
No, I am asking for instead of Jenkins pipeline, did you use for the database pipeline?
Yeah, I know the procedure, but like I haven't never like we basically use Jenkins, but like I know the procedure, but like did not get any chance to implement that. Like not chance, I did not get an opportunity. Like, because all the organizations like Synchron and this Deloitte, we are into only Jenkins only.
Yeah. Okay. How we can restart the Docker container?
You are asking or restarting the Docker container. It's Docker restart, then the container name. Container name, or we can give the container ID also. Okay. But it's good. It's good we go for the container ID because that will be more specific.
Yeah. Okay. What is the container registry?
Container registry. Container registry. What is like? It is something like where we can store our containers. Like we can manage the Docker containers from that. Like we can.
Container registry is managing your own image.
Yeah. Like we can store our images there, and
are you using the registries?
We go for Docker registry.
You already. Yeah, Docker is a container, right?
Yeah.
Docker registry.
Yeah.
Docker registry or container registry?
Yeah. No. Yeah, there are two. Like it is having two. Like we also have ECR, Elastic Container Registry, or Docker Container Registry.
Yeah.
So basically, we go for Docker registry. Like there we can create our own image and we can push our image there. And according to our need, we can pull that image and we can use that.
In your Jenkins CTD, what are you using? It is Docker Container Registry or Elastic?
It's Docker Container Registry.
That is I am asking.
Yes.
You did explain on that EKS and ECS, right?
Yeah. Because I was confused. Like you said only container registry, so that was confused. I should go, like you said at starting you're asking about AWS, so I thought that you were asking about ECS only.
Okay. What is EC2?
The EC2 is basically stands for Elastic Computing Cloud. Like it is basically a server. Like we can host our applications there, and we host our web app or mobile app on that. Like we have our own images. AWS is having its own images. We can add there our image. Amazon Machine image. We can add there. We can create our own server, and we can host our applications there.
What is the difference between Git pull and Git fetch?
Difference between Git pull and Git fetch. So Git pull will basically pull all the, like it, both have the same purpose. Like they will be updating our local repository with the changes from the from the remote repository. Okay, but Git pull will download the changes from the remote repository to our local repository. It just updates. But what does Git pull do? Git pull will it will not look for anything. It will just pull all the things from the remote repository to the local repository.
Git conflict?
Yeah. You want to say Git conflict?
What is it?
Git conflict.
What is it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if there is a same code, like once we do the Git pull, there is a the code will get again, like the code will merge with each other, and there is a common occurrence on merging the code. So that's the reason there is a conflict between them, that it will be confused, like which code to be pushed, which code needs not to be pushed. So we need to clear that. Like we need to go to the repository and select, and we need to resolve that.
How we can restore the deleted branch is recovered?
Once the branch is deleted, we need to restore it.
Yeah.
We can use the command git reflog or something like that.
Okay. Right. Difference between Git status and Git difference.
Git status. It's the Git status. It will be showing the status of our repeat the question. Like it is Git status and Git
difference.
Git difference. Okay. So Git status, it will show the new added codes. Okay. So like it will be showing the difference between the working directory and the staging directory. Like what are codes are added and what are codes need to be committed. But Git difference, it will be showing the difference in two branches.
Okay. What is a pod in Kubernetes? Pods.
What is pods in Kubernetes?
Pods. Yeah.
So we can say the pod is the basically, as we say, pod is the main, like it is the smallest and most basic deployable unit of Kubernetes. Like we can create and manage that. Like it represents a single instance of the running processes. Like we can say as it is atomic unit of K it is. Like it can contain like the main constituents of the pod is that it can contain many containers, namespace, and each pod can connect with each other using the local host also.
Okay. What is infrastructure as code? what are the main tools you know aware about the IAC?
IAC infrastructure as a code, like it will providing all the, like basically it performs like Terraform. Terraform is the infrastructure as a code tool. We use infrastructure as a code as Terraform. Like basically it will be creating all the things, like all the resources, like basically some EC2 instances and EC2 instance, S3 bucket. It can create the where is thing? Oh, it was your notification. Okay, no worries.
CloudFormation also.
Yeah, Terraform is a tool, and AWS has its own CloudFormation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also we can use the Google Deployment Manager also.
Yeah.
Yeah, but basically it uses YML, like YML and JSON format, so that we can write the code, and once the code runs, it will be creating the resources that we have trained for. And also basically, if we talk about more IAC tools, Azure resource ARM templates also, then Ansible can also be used as a infrastructure as a code, configuration management and automation tool. Like basically the main motto is to automate. Like without human intervention, we can create all the things. Like we can create the EC2 resources, S3 buckets, VPC, these all things.
Okay. Can you describe about VPC? AWS VPC.
So AWS VPC. So VPC is basically we can say it is our own virtual private cloud. Like we have, like it is same. It does the same thing as a private cloud performs. Like where we can, like it is a space. It is a virtual space that AWS provides it. Like logically it's isolated from AWS, and there we can create our own EC2 virtual servers. We can create our own databases. We can create our own Lambda functions also. Like it also, like we in VPC we can select our network environment. We can create our own IP addresses. We can select our own route tables, subnets, and in network gateways also.
Okay, Aditya. That's all from my side, I think.
Okay. Any more questions? And like I want to know, like what tools, if I get selected, like what will be my job role or something like
Maybe
that?
the position is exactly for AWS. AWS DevOps Engineer.
Okay.
Mostly into the AWS.
Okay. So I will be happy, like if I get an opportunity to work with that. Like.
Okay. I will update my feedback to Acha.
Okay.
Acha will connect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.